How to stop your phone and social media addiction in 3 steps. Well, hello there. Let's talk about something that a lot of us struggle with, which is social media addiction and using our phone. I used to be very addicted to my phone. I'd use it constantly. So I'd always be just checking emails, dragging the little bar down on Gmail to see if I've got a new message, just constantly looking at my phone. And now I've stopped almost completely. I also will do 5 to 6 hours a day with no phone, which is huge because I used to check every 5 minutes, maybe even more than every 5 minutes, always on Instagram, always on email, just refreshing, just waiting for that next hit of, that dopamine hit you get when you get a little notification, right? Like, it feels so good when you get some notification, to the point where I would sit there and just kind of scroll and refresh my email waiting for something to happen. That's not good, but here is how I quit my social media addiction and using my phone so much. Number one, first step is realize why you want to stop. Looking at the phone drags you back into useless issues. This is why I stopped looking at my phone so much. When I'm not near a phone, I'll think of a business or maybe like a problem with, family or something. Like, I'll think of something and I might think of it once while it's happening. I'll try to solve it or I'll put it off till later and then I'll move on to something else. With the phone, what happens is I'll have that conversation or I'll get an email that I am hesitating to respond to. And then every single time I open my Gmail, there's that unread message at the top reminding me that I haven't responded to it yet. And the problem with that is now every time I look at that message, I feel pain. First of all, I feel like I'm putting something off, like I should respond to this thing. But two, I feel pain at whatever is in that message. Like, it could be an issue with the business, it could be whatever. That doesn't help solve the issue any sooner. All that does is cause stress. And so the phone is just a major cause of that stress, because otherwise I wouldn't be thinking about the issue at all. I would have it in the email and be like, oh, this kind of sucks. And either I would deal with it right then, or if I don't have the phone to constantly remind me, I might forget for 4 or 5 hours, come back, problem solved itself. That's usually how most problems work out. And the other thing is the phone locks you into your current life and also the current issues you're dealing with, when the best issues I've ever had are when I'm out in the world. And what does that mean? Well, the way that algorithms work and the way that social media works by design is it gives you more of the type of thing that you subscribe to. So you go to your Instagram, you subscribe to a bunch of fitness models. Now all of a sudden you're just into fitness for the rest of your life. You're just seeing a bunch of fitness stuff. It's very hard to branch out into other alternative topics. Or like, you get into one certain genre of music, you might like genres that are next to that genre of music, but you're never gonna go on your own and just totally explore something else. Usually that exploration of completely different genres, like let's say you're super into like funk music and then you go to a jazz club and now all of a sudden you like jazz. That comes from a jazz club. That doesn't come from you following people and it just like bubbling up into your life. The more you're on your phone and the less you're in the world, the more you're locked into your current life situation. And I just hate stagnation in all areas, right? Like, your current life situation might even be great. You might love everything you're doing, but you're missing most of the world. There's this book called Deep Work by Cal Newport, which is pretty good. He talks about when you check email, it breaks your thought pattern and it could take an hour or more to get on track. And I felt this too. Like, if I'm working or let's say I'm writing something and I feel the urge to check my email, if I go and I just scroll through social media for a second, yeah, it might take me 15, 20 minutes to get back on track. And whatever idea I was working on at the time is just totally gone. That'll never exist. All because of email. The thing that Cal recommends in his book is every time you want to check your email, originally when you're trying to break the habit, you make yourself wait at least 15, 20 minutes. So right now, let's say I had the urge while I'm filming this YouTube video to check my email, I would instead make a note to check my email in 10, 15 minutes, maybe even set a timer. And then if I still wanted to check the email, then check email. And what that does is it breaks that instant gratification that a lot of us have when we check email, Instagram, notification. Like, I'm just saying email, but it could be Instagram, it could be Twitter, it could be whatever you're currently social media addicted to. It could be anything that you really want to check all the time. It could be Facebook, whatever. Instead of checking it right when you want to check it, you set a delay. And what that does is it allows you to stay in the zone and it decouples the instant reward of the social media from the actual posts and the social media itself. So that's number one, realize why you want to stop. It's important to test your cold email subject lines to get an 80% open rate. The trick is to test a new subject line every 10 emails. 50 plus subject lines in a Google Doc that you can test with your cold email campaigns. You can have that for free. Experiment27.com/subject. Number two, the second step in how to break your social media and phone addiction is use the screen time setting on iPhone to limit your days and apps. I don't know if Android has the same thing, but what helped me a lot was setting up this phone limit thing. In iPhone, it's called screen time. I don't know if it's called anything in Android or if this even exists, but what this setting allows you to do, it's built into the phone by default. What this allows you to do is set limits on certain apps. When you overuse an app, it'll warn you. So let's say you're on Instagram more than an hour a day, it'll pop up a little warning and say, hey, you said to limit this. Do you want to keep using Instagram? You can either ignore it or you could ignore for the entire day. So that helped a lot because it reminded me that I was just on the phone for a long time. And what I started to do at first was I would limit the apps on weekends and I would try to go full days without certain apps. And then eventually I started limiting all the apps and now I just get the warning almost constantly. And during the week, I will use the phone, but I really try to limit it to like 2.5, 3 hours at most per day, because that's a lot of time. Now, we're spending a lot of time on this phone, and the more time we're spending on this phone, like we're not creating anything. It's just kind of BS wasting time. You know, we don't want that. So limit your screen time using app. And that will only work if you've done step one. You're not going to use some app to force you not to use your phone unless you've already realized and accepted why you want to stop using the phone so much. And everyone's reasons are different. For me, it was the phone was interrupting my creative flow and really forcing me into a life that I didn't feel like I was choosing. Felt like it was choosing me. So whatever your reasons are for quitting your social media addiction, accept those reasons first. And then number two will work a lot better. Some app is not going to make you quit your phone addiction, but you plus an app might. Number three is go on long walks and leave the phone at home. I used to live in Las Vegas, right on the strip, and I'd walk for 3 to 4 hours without a phone. This is when I first started doing this. And what happened was, instead of looking at the phone for boredom relief, I had to actually walk into stores. I had to look up at billboards. I had to just see a bunch of things. And what happened is it led to a lot of ideas. I started exploring high-end fashion because I was just around a bunch of fashion shops. I started going into art galleries because I was just near a bunch of art galleries. There's a lot of things that pass us by every single day that we don't realize exist, not because maybe our phone is in our face the whole time, but because our brain is in our phone the whole time. Every time we're a little bit bored, we're checking our phone. When for the vast majority of human history, when people were bored, they would go explore or maybe do drugs, but I definitely don't recommend that. That's the same thing in terms of boredom relief. You don't want to break things up like that. You really want to feel the boredom so that you can continue to improve and grow. So the same goes for hanging out with friends. A lot of times I'll either not bring a phone or I'll leave it in the car, which forces you not to look at it. Or sometimes, like if I'm at dinner, I'll put my phone on top of the table, which forces me not to look at it. We've generated millions of dollars of revenue just from cold email. It's not as straightforward and as easy as it looks. We have put together the cold email optimization checklist. To get it, go over to experiment27.com/checklist and you can have it for free. And that's it. That's how you quit your phone and social media addiction. Realize why you want to stop, use the screen time setting or some app to help you, and start going on long walks and leaving the phone at home and see where that leads. Thanks for watching the video. We do content on business, motivation, how to live your best life, etc. So feel free to subscribe below. We do videos 3 times a week. If you run a business or want to start a business and you want to meet high-end clients, billion-dollar brands, and people that can afford you, check out our course, Email 10K. And if you want any of the stuff in this video as a free checklist, you can check that out below. Leave a comment down below and let me know, are you addicted to social media? Is there anything else that helped you if you wanted to quit your social media addiction? Or what is your struggle? Let me know and we can start a conversation. Always good to have a conversation going. Thanks for watching the video. I'm Alex Berman.